Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing 3 ridiculously expensive tanks that I have shelled out literally over thousands of dollars to get my hands on. And we're going to be talking about some of the most expensive vehicles I've spent money on. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly what the most expensive tanks are in my garage anymore, but there are a couple that I can specifically think of that really put a sting in my wallet. I have legitimately spent probably over 10, maybe $15,000 on World of Tanks Blitz. And yes, I know there's people that are going to be like, how could you do that? Well, you have to remember at the end of the day that I have to spend money to make money. Now, I do have a press account currently, but in the past, I never had a press account. So every single time a new tank got released, I had to spend money on that tank to then make a review on that vehicle. And yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's the effort I'm willing to put in to make this channel thrive, and it's why, even years later, we are one of the last remaining pillars of content creators that still get views. But thankfully, Wargaming has given me a press account now, and I don't have to pay a Wargaming employee's paycheck anymore. With that being said, well, we're in the Lech Panzer 70 as the first vehicle. I purchased this tank when my main account was, or no, I don't remember what happened. All I remember is I made a video on the CS63, and Wargaming didn't like that, so they didn't give me access to my main account. But I still got this tank for a lot of money. And I actually do like the Lech Panzer. It's a pretty fun vehicle. It cost me, I'm pretty sure, $350, which is an insane amount of money when you take a second and think about it. Ah, yes, a skilled G-Sor. Doesn't have much DPM. Doesn't have great armor. It's a light tank after all. But what it does have is good damage per shot. I think it's 340 if I'm not mistaken. And not only does it have good damage per shot, but it's a really, really goofy profile. I mean, you can see the design of this vehicle. It's really, really funky looking. Most of you probably don't even know that this tank exists until I made my video on it today. Like, that's how rare of a vehicle it is. But that's because Wargaming has only sold it one time, as I said, for a ridiculous amount of money. So it's not too surprising that the vehicle isn't, thought of too much. All right, let's get the clearing shell into the Object 84 and keep on moving up. We've already done an okay amount of damage this game. Now, I don't want to be the first one to roll around the corner. I'm in a light tank, and I don't, well, want to die. So let's push a little bit over here with the Emil 2. There you go. We have the enemy 452K. And we also have the Centurion. Boom. Nice 340 damage shot into the scent. We have the Yo, which is obviously a Threatler. Let's drive up a little bit. Let's aim it on the 452. That thing has terrible side armor. Oh, the Yo actually... Okay. It's funny how you can go from full health to 600 in a matter of seconds because of the enemy team. It's also really annoying, but oh well. Nothing I can do about it. The 452 turned and shot us. Oh, we have the Ferdinand over here. Are we still spotted? No, we are not. Ferdinand missed me because he took a blind shot, and we got a nice shell out. That is obviously the advantage of being in a light tank, is that you outspot everything, including tank destroyers. We have the Defender who's crossing. Okay. That was bogus. That was complete bogus. I'm not spotted still, which is really surprising, but I guess I'm not. Let's aim it on the side of that Ferdinand. There you go. Nice 346 damage. We are already up to 2,500 at this point. We can move up a little bit more, aim it on the side of the Defender. Boom. Okay, nice. You know what I just realized? I was actually spotted the whole time. The reason I had no light bulb appear is because I was spotted. The Ferdinand had all that time to aim in on me and still missed. Take a second and think about that, guys. That Ferdinand missed me. That is impressive levels of bad. Alright, well, either way, we got the clear into the enemy M5Yo, and just like that, we had a pretty good game. We ended up dealing close to 3,000. We had a victory. And, not bad. The tank is nothing crazy, but it's not bad either. It's a fun vehicle, but the fact that Wargaming tried asking $300 for this tank is a little crazy. 3,053 damage, and not a bad game at all. Now we move on to the second most expensive, and that is the FV217 Badger. I distinctly remember spending a ridiculous amount of money on this vehicle. The Badger is one of those tanks that I always wanted to get my hands on, mainly because in World of Tanks PC, it was always the super, super cool haul-down vehicle. It kind of played like the Tortoise at tier 10, and the Tortoise has my highest damage record ever. So this is a vehicle that I really, really always just wanted to get. And a thing that a lot of people don't know is that when crates were first added into the game, they didn't have charms. Nowadays, when a new tier 10 gets released, you can spend, you know, $200, but you'll get the vehicle. When it's crates, I should say, right? The problem with the Badger, when it was first released, is that the crates were a 3% drop chance with no charms. In other words, I spent probably over $500 to get my hands on this tank. And I remember that. I tried to get it 3 separate times. It came out the first time, and I spent probably $200 on crates. No drop chance. Didn't get it. Then it came out again in crates. I spent another probably $200, didn't get it. And then finally, the third time it got released in crates, I was able to pick up the vehicle. So yeah, Wargaming robbed me. Just completely robbed me when it comes to the Badger. It's a bit of a bummer, but oh well. We got the VK-72. Nice shot. The VK decided that they didn't want to aim, so they ended up missing the shot. Okay, well that Kron is going to be a pain. And, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. Our Karo spawn camping. Oh, man, that's gonna suck, that Kron, bruh. I'm gonna move over here. Oh, there goes the Kron. But yeah, I'm gonna move up over here and see if I can maybe do some stuff to the E100. Thinking maybe I can send that player, but I gotta be really careful because of everything going on. We have the 100 and we have the grill. Aiming. Okay, thank you, RNG. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, we got shot in the side, and I don't even know from what. We still have the Kron on our flank too. This sucks. This is actually awful. Oh my god, bro. So basically, if I back up, I get shot. If I move, yeah, wow, this is fun. Ooh, yeah. T100 is sitting right there somewhere. But again, there's nothing I can really do about it. What I can do is I can back up over here. Oh, there's the T100. I love the traverse speed on the Badger. That's my favorite part. Being able to turn it like 2 degrees a second. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get him. Ooh, boom, look at that great aiming. Wow. Don't get me wrong, I do find the Badger fun sometimes, but I also find it incredibly unenjoyable other times, and this is one of those moments where I find it very unenjoyable, because there's nothing I can really do here. Alright, let's reload, 3, 2, 1, easy gold shell into his lower plate, another nice 440. Let's over-angle the vehicle, we get a bounce, can't do anything. That Kron's still sitting on my flat side, which I also can't do anything about, which also really, really, really sucks. Yeah, not really sure what to do here, guys. I'm probably going to get flanked, which really, really, really sucks. I can't do anything to the 100 at this angle. I mean, yeah. I'm just watching my teammate get absolutely farmed over there. And as much as I'd love to help, I mean, what am I supposed to do here, bro? We love blitz players. We love them so much. I got the T100 rolling on my side. Probably have the U100 who's going to shoot me in the rear, but we're going to send this guy and try and help out my 113 as much as I can. I'm hoping that I can just hold this guy off, aim it on the Kron. There you go. Maybe get a gun block or something. Ooh. Let's aim in on the flat side of the Kron. There you go. I could have actually HE'd it, but it's fine. Still got some damage out. Now we have to turn, and we can start driving towards the E100. Got the 777. Let's aim it on the E100. Boom, 394. We have E50 above me. Okay, E50 gets shot. That's obviously pretty important. Yeah, not a great job from our team here. All right, 113's actually covering me, and what I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, 777. All right, there you go. Nice 475. Let's Oh no, now we got the T100 on our side too. Alright, I'm gonna aim it on that T100. Oh, come on! That could have made a huge difference in the outcome of this game. That shell missing really, really sucked, bruh. Alright, let's aim it on you. We still have that T100 over here, but that player dying really put a hindrance on my game. There you go. But, doesn't matter at this point. Karo, please shoot him. Please, please, please. Alright, thank you. And, there you go. However, we're not going to be able to turn fast enough. To be fair, the Badger did a great job. And if our team had done just a little bit better, we could have won. But you can definitely see where the Badger is great, right? The thing has really good armor, really good DPM. And even though its mobility is awful, you can still use the other characteristics of the tank to do a really good job. I mean, how much damage did we end up dealing this game? Yeah, 4,600. We blocked an insane amount. I mean, At the end of the day, our 5A, bruh, like, putting a bad name out for the 5A there, dude. Our whole team, though, just completely fell apart around us. So, doesn't matter how good the Badger is. You're still reliant on your teammates in a tank destroyer. And then we have, by far, the worst tier 10 in the game, the Waffenrager F1. I will be honest, I don't regret spending $600 on this tank, but I just hate the way Wargaming balanced it. It really is one of the worst tier 10s in the game. Because, sure, on paper, it's great. 2,900 DPM, 1,700 damage clip. Yeah. Oh, it's got reticle cali, shell reload boost. What more could you want? I don't know. Not to be the size of an entire country. I don't know. Not to have the worst camo values in the game. Not to have spall liner. Like, those three things. The fact that this tank has the worst camo. The fact that it is freaking huge. And that it has no armor with no spall liner. You combine all these things, and it is by far the worst tier 10. Sometimes you can have amazing games. Every now and then you get a battle where the enemy team sucks, and you get huge, huge clips out. But 90% of the games you play, you get a bad map like Nube, where you have no ability to actually do anything, and you just die. That's most of the gameplay in the Waffenrager. For every one good battle I have in this tank, there's about 3 bad. And even if we win, it doesn't matter. It's just hard to enjoy a vehicle that you are constantly being tunneled in. Every single player tunnels this tank. Every player. Because A, they know it's a huge HP pinata, but B, they know that it's a dangerous tank, so they just tunnel it. And then when you're constantly being tunneled, paired with the fact you have no freaking armor, DPM, I mean, the thing's got almost a 30-second reload. It's bad. It's bad. Trust me. This is not a tank you want to spend your money on. Grind to 4005. It's better in literally every way. That's my my closing statement. Either way, we're going to play aggressive here. Oh, okay. I didn't spot that K91. I just want you to think about that for a second. That K91 was not detected until we moved. That's pretty sad. Well, we have the Caro in front of us, and I'm going to bounce the Caro. Gotta love my RNG. There you go. We get a pen into the Caro. And I'm going to back up. Well, what amazing damage output we had in this battle. So far, we have had, nothing. Alright, well, let's reload for another 13 seconds. Yeah, that's the worst part about this tank. The reload, bro. It's just, you reload for so long. And I get it, you know, it has good DPM on paper, but it's just, you miss like half the shots you fire. It's bad. Alright, let's aim it on the Sheridan. 688, that's a terrible high explosive. Yeah, you're dead. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, I hope it was worth it to tunnel me there, Yag Tiger. I really do. We have to wait another 20 seconds before we want to deal any more damage. I don't think we're going to deal any more damage, to be real. You know, it's possible. We might be able to get some damage into the VK90. That's the only player I'm hoping we can get damage into. We still have 10 more seconds, though. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh my god. Just reload! Reload! Oh my god! We got 1 shell and 2 shells and... Okay, well, you know, we got 2. I don't know how much damage we did. Maybe 3k. It's possible. It's possible we did 3k. We did 1,000 to the Sheridan, 600 to the Caro. We did 3,500. You can see the playstyle this vehicle features, though. And I know some of you might say, oh, but you did good. But guess what? I could have driven a 4005 and done so much more. So much more. The only real thing that I love about this tank is the high explosive. It has 870 damage per shot. The fact that we rolled 688 or whatever it was on the Sheridan is actually the saddest thing ever, because my min roll is 650 with high explosive. So we basically min rolled that Sheridan. Didn't matter. We still needed a second shell to kill them anyway, but yeah, I mean... The Waffen F1, it can be fun. And surprisingly, my stats aren't awful with 3,300 average and 70%, but I don't know. It's still never a vehicle I would recommend anybody to get their hands on. It's fun, but it's also pain. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. Oh, man. Either way, those are the 3 most expensive tanks that I can think of right now. There's probably more, but that's what I'll say. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!